Did you know there's a simple, ancient ritual powerful enough to completely shift the energy of your home and your life with just a single leaf? The moment you're experiencing right now is no coincidence. Astrologically, we are going through a rare cycle where energy portals open, making certain rituals exponentially more powerful. It's as if the universe is offering a unique chance to cleanse your life of negativity, open new paths, and attract what you desire most, but only for those who are paying attention. Among the oldest and least talked about secrets of Eastern spiritual traditions, there is a discreet yet incredibly powerful object, the bay leaf. Used for centuries by monks, shamans, and healers, it has served as an invisible shield against heavy energies and a true magnet for prosperity. In this video, I'm going to show you 6 strategic places in your home where you can place bay leaves to activate their energy, clear invisible blockages, and transform your space into a sanctuary of protection, abundance, and deep peace. You don't need blind faith. You need intention and presence. And if you've ever felt like something is holding you back, draining you, or simply preventing you from thriving, what I'm about to reveal could be exactly what you've been unknowingly searching for. Like this video now, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with the affirmation, "I choose to transform my energy." This not only strengthens your commitment to change, but also symbolically activates the beginning of your energy renewal process. Get ready to understand why bay leaves are far more than just a spice. They're a portal. Pause and think for a moment. How many times have you walked into a room and felt a heaviness in the air, even without anyone saying a word? That feeling has a name, energetic charge. And contrary to what many believe, it doesn't depend on belief. It's sensed by our body, our emotional field, and our most primitive instincts. Science calls it subtle perception. Spirituality calls it intuition. But here's something curious. If we can sense when a place is energetically heavy, why don't we pay the same attention when it comes to our own homes? In Buddhist tradition, the environment is seen as an extension of our inner state. That's why monks care for their space with the same dedication they give to caring for their minds. Before meditating, they cleanse. Before praying, they harmonize. Before sleeping, they balance. Nothing is done by chance. Among the most symbolic elements they use, one stands out: the bay leaf. Visually simple, almost invisible to the inattentive eye, the bay leaf carries 3 essential forces for human balance: protection, purification, and prosperity. And here's something crucial. These 3 words activate universal needs present in every human being. Protection, the basic need to feel safe, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. Who doesn't seek protection from toxic people, draining situations, or even self-sabotaging thoughts? Purification, the unconscious desire to start fresh, to release the weight accumulated from days, frustrations, and memories that insist on following us. Purification isn't about erasing, it's about clearing what holds us back. Prosperity, more than money, it's the feeling of flow. When life moves forward, opportunities arise and things seem to align. True prosperity is movement, and bay leaves have been used for millennia to open paths. Here's the point. Using bay leaves isn't mystical. It's symbolic. And symbols activate archetypes. In the collective unconscious, the leaf represents the silent guardian, an archetype linked to quiet wisdom, the kind of strength that doesn't shout, but protects. Just like a candle lights up a room without making a sound, the bay leaf works in silence, protecting, cleansing, and opening pathways. These elements awaken deep feelings in those who experience them: safety, belonging, inner order. But more than that, they spark curiosity. Because now that you know what the bay leaf represents, the natural question is, where should I place it to harness all this power? And that's what makes this video different. We're not talking about theories or assumptions. We're talking about practice, about action, about specific places in your home that, according to ancient traditions and energetic observations, function as activation points, as energy portals. Each spot carries symbolism, a function, a frequency. And in the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly which 6 places are ideal for placing bay leaves, and how each one influences a specific aspect of your life. But not just that. I'll show you how to perform the simple ritual, the mental mantra that activates your intention, and how to keep that energy alive for longer. Now think with me. How many objects do you have in your home that are just taking up space, without purpose, without energy, without any spiritual function? What if a simple leaf, placed with intention in the right spot, could transform the energetic field of your home, attract more peace, more focus, more flow? It's not magic. It's vibrational coherence. What's coming next is practical. It's ritual. It's transformative. But the power will only be real if you are present in every step. So stay with me. The first place will surprise you because you probably pass by it every day without even realizing the impact it has on your energy. Imagine the entrance of your home as the mouth of a temple, the place where everything that arrives, people, objects, thoughts, intentions, must pass through. In Buddhist tradition, the entrance is sacred, not because it's beautiful or grand, but because it represents the threshold between the outer world and your inner world. It filters, it allows, or blocks. It is the first field of protection, and this is where our first ritual with the bay leaf begins. The problem? What is entering your life without you noticing? Every day when you open the door, you're inviting not only people, but also energies. We carry the traces of everything we experience on our bodies and minds: stress, envy, haste, judgments, fears. And without realizing it, these energies come in with us and settle. The entrance of the house is where we accumulate the most invisible emotional residue. It's where conflicts settle, where blockages begin. A neglected space, yet it defines the frequency of everything that follows. Preparing the ritual. Creating the seal of protection. You'll need 2 dried bay leaves, a thin red ribbon, a symbol of vital energy and protection, and a white saucer. First, take 3 deep breaths in front of the door with your eyes closed. Feel the air flowing in and out. Take the 2 bay leaves and wrap them with the ribbon, as if sealing a small secret. Place this amulet on the saucer. Position the saucer on the inside of the door, either above the door frame or in the closest corner to the floor, hidden but present. This symbolic gesture acts as a vibrational shield. The activation mantra, words that give shape to intention. As you place the bay leaf, repeat mentally or softly aloud, "In this home, only light enters, only peace remains." Don't just say it for the sake of saying it. Speak with presence. Words are seeds, and you've just planted the first one. Real story. The bay leaf that silenced chaos. Marina, a 47-year-old holistic therapist, shared that for weeks she felt constant irritation upon arriving home. The atmosphere felt heavy and tense. She discovered this ritual through a spiritual master from Nepal. After 3 days with the bay leaf at her door, the change was noticeable. The environment became calmer, household conflicts decreased, and she once again felt a desire to be at home. Small rituals, big transformations, energy maintenance, keeping the portal clean. Replace the bay leaf every 21 days, a number associated with cycle renewal. Before discarding the old leaves, quietly give thanks and burn them in a safe place if possible. This closes the cycle with respect and intention. When we think of prosperity, most people picture money, bills, numbers. But true prosperity begins in a much more intimate and ancestral place: the kitchen. The kitchen is where life transforms into nourishment, where the invisible, intention, care, energy, blends with the visible, ingredients, shapes, aromas. That's why, in many spiritual cultures, the kitchen is considered the altar of abundance. In Buddhism, it represents the center of the root chakra and the solar plexus chakra, grounding and personal power. Everything that enters there expands, including energy. The problem: abundance blocked by stagnant energy. You know that feeling where money comes in but slips away quickly? Opportunities appear but don't last. No matter how hard you try, something always seems to block you at the last moment. These blockages are often linked to stagnant energy in the space of nourishment. A poorly maintained, disorganized, or emotionally neutral kitchen creates a frequency that directly affects your relationship with prosperity. If you feel like your financial or professional life is stuck, the problem might be exactly where you least expect it: in the vibrational energy of your kitchen. The bay leaf ritual, activating the flow of abundance. You'll need 3 bay leaves, a clear glass of water, and a pinch of coarse salt. Place the salt at the bottom of the glass. Add water until the contents are well covered. Submerge the 3 bay leaves with the shiny side facing up, symbolizing the brightness and flow of energy. This glass should be placed next to the stove or at the center of the kitchen. somewhere visible yet respectful. It will act as both a filter and an energy amplifier. Activation mantra, silently vibrating abundance. As you place the glass in the chosen spot, say with conviction, everything that passes through this kitchen is transformed into blessing, nourishment, and abundance. The human brain, when hearing phrases like this repeatedly and with sensory engagement, begins to reprogram internal scarcity patterns. This activates the brain's reticular system, responsible for filtering and manifesting opportunities aligned with our beliefs. Real storytelling, from kitchen to miracle. Carlos, a 34-year-old cook, lived in a cycle of scarcity despite working hard every day. After applying this ritual, he reported not only feeling more joy in cooking, but also noticing a subtle yet steady increase in clients and opportunities. More than that, his relationship with money changed. He began to value it more, and in turn, money started to respond with greater flow. It wasn't luck. It was reorganized energy. Maintenance, renewing the water of abundance. Change the water and salt every 7 days, always with awareness. When discarding it, do so outside the house, preferably in a plant pot or garden. Remember, whatever you remove from your life should leave with gratitude. If there's a place where our soul is laid bare, it's the bedroom. It's where we rest, dream, cry in silence, and often face the thoughts we avoid during the day. Environmental psychology shows us that the bedroom holds the most intimate emotional field in the house. It doesn't just reflect how we feel, it directly shapes our mental and emotional energy. When this space is heavy or purposeless, the body doesn't rest, the mind doesn't quiet, and the soul doesn't restore. In Buddhist spiritual view, the bedroom is a yin space for introspection and inner realignment. That's why it's one of the most sensitive points to energetic influence, and where bay leaves can act as a silent balm. The problem: restless mind, light sleep, drained energy. Have you ever laid down exhausted, yet still struggled to fall asleep? Woken up more tired than when you went to bed? Felt heavy thoughts invading your mind just as you tried to rest? This constant state of emotional alertness is a sign of dense energy buildup in the bedroom, especially near the bed. It can stem from arguments, recurring thoughts, or simply the absence of an energetic protection field. That's why this ritual is so important. The bay leaf ritual, restoring the field of peace. You'll need 1 dried bay leaf, a small piece of cotton or white cloth, a few drops of lavender essential oil, or chamomile, or sage, if you prefer. Drop 1 or 2 drops of oil onto the bay leaf. Wrap the leaf in the white cloth, creating a small peace package. Place this little bundle under your pillow or inside the pillowcase, close to your head. Lavender calms, white purifies, bay leaf protects. Together, they create a vibrational field of safe rest. Activation mantra, reprogramming the unconscious. As you lie down, take a deep breath and repeat mentally, "In this space, my body rests, my mind quiets, and my soul regenerates." This type of affirmation works directly on the unconscious, activating the limbic system responsible for emotions and creating a positive association between the environment and the feeling of safety. Real storytelling, from insomnia to emotional lightness. Leticia, an interior designer, suffered from chronic insomnia. She tried various methods, from medication to meditation, but only saw significant results after starting this bay leaf ritual. Within a week, her sleep became deeper. More than that, she reported having more vivid dreams, intuitive insights, and a sense of comfort when entering her bedroom, as if the space itself whispered, "You are safe." Ritual maintenance. Renewing the field of peace. Replace the little bundle every 15 days. When removing it, you can bury it in a pot with a healthy plant, transferring the energy back to the earth and closing the cycle with respect. The bathroom is the only place where both body and soul release what no longer serves them. Have you ever noticed how deep thoughts often arise in the shower? How it's the place where we cry without shame, feel relief, or sometimes experience an unexplainable fatigue after just a few minutes? This space, often overlooked spiritually, is actually one of the most emotionally charged areas. In Buddhist wisdom, the bathroom represents the element of water, a symbol of emotional movement, flow, and energetic transmutation. It's a space of passage, drainage, and daily rebirth. But if not cared for energetically, it can turn into a vortex of vibrational drainage, pulling energy instead of releasing it. The problem: a space that drains your energy without you noticing, feeling exhausted right after a shower, or realizing that even with a clean body, your mind remains heavy, noticing that negative thoughts intensify in that space. All of these are signs of energetic buildup in the bathroom. What happens is that, beyond physical residue, the bathroom holds subtle residues, repressed emotions, painful memories, dense thoughts, which literally accumulate and echo through the walls. That's why it's essential to create a constant field of purification. The bay leaf ritual, activating conscious emotional flow. You'll need 1 fresh or dried bay leaf, a white saucer, some warm water, a spoonful of apple cider vinegar, or coarse salt if you prefer. Pour the warm water and vinegar into the saucer. Place the bay leaf in the mixture, letting it float. Set the saucer on the bathroom floor, behind the door, or near the toilet, where it won't be easily disturbed. This combination creates a subtle field of emotional purification, with the bay leaf acting as a vibrational catalyst. It absorbs dense energies and harmonizes the space. Activation mantra, setting intention for release. Before entering the bathroom, take a deep breath and repeat mentally, "Everything my body releases, my soul lets go of too." This mantra directly affects the parasympathetic system, responsible for relaxation and well-being. By linking physical release to emotional release, you create a state of integrated awareness. This activates the limbic brain and reduces mental noise. Real storytelling, the therapist who found clarity in the steam. Sophia, a psychologist and Reiki practitioner, began feeling emotionally overwhelmed after her sessions. Despite using various techniques, she couldn't disconnect. She learned this bay leaf ritual from a Thai nun. Within days, she reported feeling greater mental clarity after showers and even sharper intuition. It felt like the bathroom stopped draining me and started giving me strength back, she said. Maintenance. How to keep purification constant. Change the water and bay leaf every 5 days. Dispose of the contents in the toilet with the intention of flushing away what no longer serves you while breathing deeply and giving thanks for the process. Money is not just an exchange, it's a language. The way you store, care for, and relate to it says a lot about how you allow abundance to enter or drift away from your life. According to financial psychology, how we treat our money in physical space deeply impacts our unconscious mind. Clutter, disorganization, or neglect in the place where you keep documents, valuables, or cash creates a pattern of scarcity. On the other hand, intentional attention, even if symbolic, activates the prosperity mindset. In Buddhism and other Eastern traditions, there's a simple yet powerful principle. What you honor grows. And that's exactly why this bay leaf ritual is so important. The problem, energetic disorganization of abundance. Do you feel like even when money comes in, it disappears quickly? Struggle to save, invest, or make money stay? Or sense there's an invisible barrier keeping you from prospering despite your efforts? This feeling doesn't just come from practical reality. It stems from energetic disorganization in your wealth space. Usually this space is a drawer, a box, a cabinet. But without realizing it, what's kept there communicates directly with your subconscious mind. This is where your energy of exchange with the world resides. The bay leaf ritual, consecrating the space of abundance. You'll need 1 vibrant green bay leaf. Dried is fine, but it should look lively. A small gold or red fabric pouch, or even an envelope. A coin with symbolic value. It could be foreign currency if it holds sentimental value. Place the coin and the bay leaf inside the pouch or envelope. Add a small note with the phrase, "I deserve and receive with ease." Place this amulet wherever you store your money or financial documents. It could be a drawer, a box, or a shelf. What matters is that the space must be organized and clean. This simple act symbolically represents the internal organization of abundance flow. You're telling your subconscious, I take care of what I receive. I am ready to receive more. Activation mantra, reprogramming your relationship with value. As you store the amulet, close your eyes and say, I am a free channel for prosperity to flow. What arrives grows. What grows strengthens me. This type of mantra, when repeated with intention, reconfigures your neural pathways, creating new associations with money. Less fear, more respect, less anxiety, more flow. Real storytelling, the small envelope that became a symbol of financial breakthrough. Roberta, a craftswoman and single mother, used to keep her finances in loose envelopes, always fearful of lack. After applying this ritual, she developed the habit of giving thanks for every bit of income, no matter how small. Within 2 months, she reported that clients began returning, and for the first time in years, she was able to save money at the end of the month. The envelope with the bay leaf became my symbol of worthiness. I felt capable. That changed everything, she says. Maintenance, renewing the field of financial confidence. Replace the bay leaf every 30 days, always with awareness. The coin can remain. It becomes a personal symbol of vibrational anchoring. Every home has a point where energies converge, a quiet spot often forgotten, but still vibrating. Even without being touched, it's like the energetic heartbeat of your home. In many spiritual traditions, from Feng Shui to Buddhist cosmology, this center is known as the point of harmony. It's where tensions dissolve, flows align, and the energy of the house pulses in balance. When this point vibrates in harmony, the entire home enters a state of coherence. But when it's blocked, you may feel like everything is out of place. Relationships become tense, decisions feel heavy, your body can't relax, and even plants seem to wither faster. The problem, general vibrational misalignment. Have you ever felt like everything is out of order, but you can't pinpoint where the problem is? Have you ever felt disconnected, even in your own home, as if the space was pushing you away instead of embracing you? This often indicates a misalignment in the home's energetic center. This point, though invisible, influences the emotional state of everyone living there. It's like the silent conductor of an energetic system. When it's out of harmony, all other areas are affected. In this final ritual, the bay leaf becomes a symbol of unity and complete balance. The bay leaf ritual, activating the harmonic pulse. You'll need 3 dried bay leaves, a crystal or natural stone, clear quartz, amethyst, or citrine are ideal. A small plate or a wooden or ceramic base. Choose the most central point of your home. It could be where rooms intersect, the center of the living room, or even a neutral spot everyone passes by. Place the 3 bay leaves in a triangle with the points facing outward, a symbol of energetic expansion. In the center of the triangle, place the crystal. This creates a field of balance, where the bay leaf offers protection and the crystal amplifies the energy. Activation mantra, radiating balance throughout the home. As you set up the altar, stay silent for a few seconds. Breathe, then say firmly or mentally, "At this point, the home heals. Here, everything aligns. Here, everything blooms." This type of affirmation acts as a collective emotional anchor. Even if you're alone, The energy field created will influence the vibration of everyone who passes by. It's like planting a seed of peace in the invisible ground of your home. Real storytelling, the healing triangle that saved a home in crisis. Eduardo and Paula were going through a tough time in their marriage. They were sleeping in separate rooms, and tension filled the air. After performing this ritual on the advice of an energy therapist, something began to shift. Conversations became calmer, the atmosphere more light. No big words, no forcing anything, as if the space itself had begun to welcome them again. Today, they keep the bay leaf triangle at the center of their home as a symbol of reconnection, maintenance, monthly realignment ritual. Every 30 days, remove the bay leaves, give thanks, and either burn or bury them respectfully. Cleanse the crystal with running water and coarse salt. Then recreate the triangle with renewed intention. If you've made it this far, something within you has already begun to shift. It's not just what you've learned, it's what you've felt by touching each part of your home with awareness. Each bay leaf wasn't just placed, it was consecrated with intention, presence, and a genuine desire to live with more peace, balance, and fulfillment. But why does this matter? Because right now, we are moving through a rare point in the cosmic timeline, a cycle where simple rituals become master keys, energetic openings that happen only a few times in a lifetime, and they only work for those who are paying attention. What you've done here was more than follow a video. You opened a portal. You activated subtle protection at your home's entrance, vibrational abundance in the kitchen, emotional healing in the bedroom, spiritual purification in the bathroom, alignment with worthiness in your relationship with money, and the harmonization of your entire home, starting from its energetic center. This journey doesn't end when the video ends. It begins now, the moment you choose to sustain this energy with presence, intention, and small daily gestures. If this content touched you in any way, comment below. My home vibrates in harmony. This isn't just a comment. It's a symbolic affirmation that activates your decision before the universe. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone you know who needs this energy in their home. Because when we transform our space, we transform the world around us, silently but deeply. And remember, energy responds to presence. What you nurture flourishes.